Are we alone? For as long as we can remember, we have looked up at the night sky and tried to make sense of it. We have made maps and models to describe the apparent movements of the stars and planets. We've made a great deal of progress in describing the physical features and dynamics of our own solar system, the Milky Way galaxy, and the galaxies beyond. Yet we have made very little progress in answering the intriguing question, are we alone? This is a question for which we have little evidence to give an answer. Only stories for which we have no concrete data will substantiate them. They are relegated to the world of fantasy. Yet as we begin to fathom the sheer magnitude of the universe, we realize the probability of our solitude is infinitesimal. In 1961, astronomer Frank Drake came up with a theoretical equation known as the Drake equation. This equation proposes the probability of the occurrence of life throughout our galaxy. It states that the number of civilizations in our galaxy that we might communicate with is equal to the average rate of star formation in our galaxy, times the average rate of star formation per year, times the fraction of the stars per planets, times the average number of the planets that can support life, times the fraction that can go on to support life, times the fraction that can support intelligent life, times the fraction of civilizations that develop technology detectable from space, times the length of time such civilizations take to release detectable signs into space. In 2001, astronomers undertook a rigorous calculation of the Drake equation and determined that there are hundreds of thousands of life-bearing planets within 100 light-years of our solar system. While this equation makes many assumptions, given the scope of our galaxy alone, the magnitude of potential life-supporting planets is quite high. So if life does exist in other solar systems, what conditions cause it to arise? Many exobiologists hypothesize that life is a natural consequence of planetary systems. For life to form, there have to be planets, and these planets have to be nearly 1 billion years old. Some time after the planets form, they are seeded by meteors with all known elements. We know that meteors seeded our planet nearly 4 billion years ago. This process delivered many organic molecules, including some basic cyanide compounds. These are salts with carbon and nitrogen. These compounds are seen to spontaneously form ring structures that become the building blocks for amino acids. These structures begin to polymerize, growing almost like crystals, to form the building blocks for proteins and the chemistry of living organisms. If this occurs on a planet in the Goldilocks zone, an area not too hot or not too cold, then life should arise.